welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Dropping back, it's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This guy's always a big part of the game plan, and they get him involved right off the bat.
I mean, it's pretty simple. Your best players should...
He lobs one high down the left side. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Aggie. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. BYU lines up quickly.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. Finds his man. It's Buckmeyer.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him.
It's a seam wide open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Find some fresh air. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Cougars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They've been running it, but now the pass. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. On the run, it's Martin. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. To the air, it's Hillstead. Bringing the heat. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the gun. Runs through the tackle. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
BYU 0.
Let's go. Break. Single. Black 14. Black 14.
Back to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Concepcion. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
They believe they can run right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking for a man, it's Reed. Quick completion on the out. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Caught behind the line. It's Moss. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 6 plays brought them here. Now number 7 on 3rd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. All they need is a field goal to make it a 2-score game, but they are going for... And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And how about this offense, a big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Got it in the middle, it's Hagan. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Wants to go up top. That's caught, it's Hagan. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Might be looking to run. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Might be calling a hot route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a 1st down here late in the half. BYU right back to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Back to pass, it's Reed. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 30 and still running. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And is sucked out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. From inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Hillstead. Under fire. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
The snap sets up to throw. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Trying to pound their way in. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Lots of running room. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. BYU lines up quickly.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Bounced right back to them.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, it's Hillstead. Unloads to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as well.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Bringing it back. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaBelle Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away to start us off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the wide receiver. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw. It's Hillstead. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
Well, that wasn't the start they were looking for on offense. They're trying to be aggressive. First play of the game and throw it. Bad decision by the quarterback, though, leads to an INT.
Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Trying to run, it's Hughes. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll do it himself on the draw. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Decision time right here. I like going for it. You're playing on the road. You have an opportunity to take the crowd out of it a little bit here. Why not just line up quickly and just try to run the ball?
Yeah, stay aggressive. I mean, you want to shut these people up. You want to quiet them down, but field goals don't do that very often. Try to go for the touchdown right here.
Moore to the air. Unleashes to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Cougars are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. The give to the back. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Looking for space. It's Martin. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now the toss. Oh, a lot of space. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. BYU right back to the line. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Yeah, and you got to wonder what the defense is feeling on this drive here, because they've had 5 straight runs now, and they ran it on 1st, 2nd, 3rd. They got it on 4th.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw. It's Hillstead. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hagan. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. On the option. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
They booted away on 4th down. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wide open spaces. Oh, he got loose. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Might as well give it to him again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. Moore will throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Makes the grab on the left. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to go up top on first down. That pass is incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Hillstead. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Quarterback may change this route. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gets rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Moore. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The offense has it first and 10 from the 42. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Ducks are in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time, he's got his man. He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a first and goal. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half. Moore to the air. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the two-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the play.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Casper. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
In a bunch formation. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking to pass. It's Green. Makes the grab. It's Blake. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And the Razorbacks want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Gets away. Dances away to buy time. On the move, he fires. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback there. He was able to somehow escape the sack and escape the negative play, but nobody opened downfield, and the end results in incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Working on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Number 4, set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's McLaurin. Didn't find any crease in that kick. coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. To the air, it's Washington. Skips away from pressure. Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First.
Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback. Take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Hold and fire complete. That's the kind of play that can really get... as they get it out to the 36.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too? This defense feeling a bolt of energy from the crowd, trying to force a 3-and-out. Wants to keep it in the air. Got the quick pass. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Buckeyes look to keep this drive humming. Back to throw. It's Sayed. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got room on the return. The 20, the 10, touchdown Arkansas. How about this defense taking one back to the house? What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Tate. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Tate. Oh, he's got some space. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Move the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. To the air. It's Green. Here's a heat. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Back to pass, it's Green. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now adjusting. This time he's got it. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Razorbacks in the hurry up.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Jones. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Motion from the back. The option look. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air. It's Green. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sweet feet buy a little time. Another incompletion on 3rd down. 4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And once the QB left the pocket, it felt like he was locking in on his dude, his playmaker out wide. I think the defense knew it too. Nice job taking the big playmaker away, breaking on the football, and going making a big INT for this defense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Tight end now in motion. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Green. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Bought a little time, lets it go. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe...
Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Caught over the middle. It's Blake.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Rush is on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Making side adjustments here. The play action fake. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And you got to give the defense a ton of credit there on third down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Going for it all. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to throw. It's Green. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. The Hogs getting it done through the air, evoking memories of Ryan Mallett.
And that's what the fans of Arkansas want to see. They've always got that physical ground game. They always want to have a little bit of balance, and when they get that balance, they get that offense cooking, they get everybody pretty excited. You might even get a woo, pig swing.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
He'll bring it out. It's Green. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Looking to throw, it's Green. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
It's dropped.